Hey everyone, Nicole here with Subotics. So let's take a minute and talk about goals, okay? Goal C is something that very rarely anyone ever does, okay? And that's probably the thumbnail that got your attention. And I'm about to break down goal A, goal B, and goal C. People generally do not do goal C. Now, I get this from a spiritual teacher that I follow. I will link below so then you guys can follow him. As you well know, if you've watched all the videos, you know that I'm a big follower of the law of attraction. And so it is a teacher through that taught me about this. And by the way, if you see any bloopers in this video, it's because I'm so tired of spending so much time editing videos, I'm just posting them, okay? So, I'm not perfect, okay? I'm gonna do stupid little things sometimes in videos. All right, so goal A is typically what most people will try to do. So you may set a goal and say, okay, you know, I want to earn more income, but then all you do, first off, you never know how much you want to earn. You don't ever write that out. You just say, man, I want to make more money. You know, I'm tired of living check to check. So you think, okay, well, I'll just, you know, continue to do the same thing I'm doing and maybe change my spending habits or, you know, cut some of my bills off, right? So you don't actually change anything. You try to lower your living expenses. So then it's like you have more money, right? So that would be goal A, where you're not really doing anything. You're just, you know, you're just like, okay, I'm gonna cut everything and I'm gonna live with lack, right? And I'm not a believer in lack. Now, I do follow Dave Ramsey, and there are some of you that can cut your spending because you're just spending out of a bad habit, like maybe stress or something like that. Now, that's different. I do follow Dave Ramsey. I do believe that it is nice to be out of debt, although I do borrow money to do different things because I am a small business owner and love Dave. I think he's completely right. I wish maybe one day I'll be able to do the same thing, you know, when I'm to his level for certain situations. I wouldn't have to borrow. I do pay things off extremely quickly, though. When I do borrow, I do not go the full terms. I mean, I throw cash at that thing like crazy and get it done within a couple of months when it was supposed to be years, okay? So goal A is you're not doing anything. You're maybe like going into lack. You're like, I'm tired of living check to check. Okay, let me cut my Netflix off, my internet off. Let me take my cell phone bill down to prepaid for $20 a month. And I'm gonna tell you guys, it's kind of sad. You know, I feel sad for you when you have to do that. And I have done that. You have to understand that I grew up very poor. I am a high school dropout. I did not go to college. You know, I am really self-made. So I have been there. I was a single mother. When I was 25, I had my daughter. I was struggling then. I was living check to check, $20 a week. I swear to you. Okay, sometimes I was borrowing money from my mom. Like, you know, that's how bad it was. You know, 25 years old, Mom, can you give me $10 for gas for the week? Trying to take care of a kid in the house and all that, right? So I've been there just cutting everything. Like, there's nothing else to cut, you know? What am I gonna cut? I'm not gonna have any food to eat if I cut anything else, right? And I've never gotten government assistance, so I just was raised that you just don't take that. You work hard and you make your money. Neither here nor there. If you take government assistance, fine with you. I know people in my family that do that. That's fine. It's just my mom. That's just kind of how she was. She did what she could, and that's what we lived off of. And so, you know, I understand, but it's sad because I've been there and it's painful, you know? You don't have to do that. I'm trying to tell you now, you don't have to do that, okay? Goal B. Goal B is where you say you're gonna do the same thing you currently do, but you're gonna do more of it. So like you say, I'm a store clerk. I'm gonna pick up a second shift at another store. So now you're working 2 jobs. You're never home. People aren't seeing you. I meet people all the time through Subotics that are working 2, 3 jobs just to get by, or are saving for something, or paying off a mortgage or something. But you're never home, and you're completely stretched thin and tired. And not making your worth. Excuse me. Sorry, not gonna be edited out. And you know, you're stretching yourself so thin. You're so stressed out, and yeah, you're making more, but sometimes it's not your worth. I mean, some of you can find a second job that pays you really good, and maybe night shift pays more, and you know that's great. But you know, you don't see your family, you don't have a life anymore. Life is meant to be lived, guys. It's not meant to be just go to sleep, work, wake up, go to sleep, work, you know, like, I mean, it's just, that's crazy. You know what I mean? It doesn't have to be like that. Again, I've been there, okay? Trust me, I know what I'm saying here, okay? I'm not over here with a silver spoon in my mouth and came from millions and my parents were rich and I'm telling you that you don't have to do it. Listen, I grew up living in a mobile home with floors messed up, lived in the car for a while, well, my mom did, and she dropped me off at a friend's house because she was living in the car for months at a time. You know, my mother busted her tail to put a roof over our head and take care of us. But we struggled with a single mom, and I grew up really poor, not having, you know, nice clothes. I mean, we're wearing my mom's old clothes to school and being picked on for that. So I understand when you think, I can only do what I can do with what I know, so let me work more. Like my mom did. My mom worked 3 jobs for most of my childhood. I mean, for my teenage years, she was working. She wasn't there. I was a hooligan. I was terrible as a teenager, terrible. Because she was working. She was just trying to pay the bills. She only could do what she could do because she didn't know at the time that she could, you know, try to do other or more. And it was completely out of her vision because she was just where she was. And I know a lot of you are, but the fact that you made it to this video is great because that means something as good as waking up inside of you, okay? So B-goal, I mean, it can work, you know, it can, but it's going to stretch you thin and you may feel stressed out after 6 to 9 months of doing it. In the beginning, it's like, yay, I'm getting all this extra money. But then, you know, 6 or 9 months into it, you're like, oh my God, I got no break. I'm working every day, all day, you know? So goal C is where you look for a skill to add to bring in different income. So the fact is to earn more income, you don't know how to. You don't know how to. Or maybe you have an idea and you're like, I could be a photographer, but you don't do photography. You don't know what it costs. You don't know the struggle that you go through. You could say, I could go be an attorney. You know, you don't know how to be an attorney, so you have to go learn. You have to go learn these things, right? So goal C would be creating a goal and adding a new skill to earn the income. So that's why I'm bringing this up, is because goal C would definitely be where training would fall. Now, I would love if the whole world wanted to do, well, no, I wouldn't want the whole world to be cell phone technicians. Even though I would like to train the whole world and make the training dollars. But I don't want every single person in the world to be a technician. That's not a good idea. Although I would like for people to think about phone repair as an option, not everybody has that. So you may be on this video and like not have any desire to fix phones, and that's fine. Whatever you feel drawn to, you need to look to learn a skill from someone who's doing it. So like a mentor or a school or you know, and then there's in-person trainings, there's colleges, there's community colleges. There's just so many options out there for you to learn a new trade. Now, you can use goal B, working multiple jobs, to save up, to invest into your learning a new skill, but you need to grow your mind, okay? So I will tell you, until you really start to expand your mind about all the possibilities that are out there in the world and how much you control your own life, you are in control. There is no one on top of you preventing you from doing anything. That's all in your mind, okay? You can do anything you want. I mean, I know people that come from slums and are millionaires now, you know? You can do anything that you put your mind to and that you believe that you can do. So if you learn a new skill, it may help you in the believing part, you know, and give you the ability to make that extra income. Last thing I want to tell you, when you're making a goal, write it out. Like, I can't tell you how many people I meet and I'm like, what do you want to make and what do you need to make? And they don't know. They're just like, I want to make more. Well, more could be 5 cents on the floor at Walmart. Okay, the universe is like, we gave you more. You asked for more, we gave you more. You're like, no, universe, God, you know, that's not what I was talking about. So if you never write it out and tell yourself, the universe, God, whatever you want to call it, source, what you want, you will never get it, okay? So get, I'm gonna link a paper below, and it's gonna give you some things to think about, right? I do this in our class. Basically, it's like, what do I want to make? What do I need to make? once you know what you need to make, focus on what you want to make, right? So if you're like, I want to bring home $5,000 a month, break that down by this new skill that you're interested in learning, right? We have an ebook on our website. If you go to sellbotics.com and you go to free ebooks and you put in your email address, it'll just automatically come to you. And it breaks down the cell phone industry and how to earn $10,000 a month. And in there, we break down what that would look like, how much work you would have to do. So you need to figure out how much you need to bring home and how much work that equates to. Now, when you're working for someone hourly, there's only so much control you have over your income. You can either get like a higher degree and then make more, but when you're working for someone hourly, there is a cap to it. So it's always good to find something outside of working for someone else that you can do for yourself. Do it for yourself. You know, get a, I don't care if it's mowing lawns, like be the best mower in your city, you know, if it's pressure washing something, and you don't have to buy special equipment. I mean, look around your house. I mean, sometimes people have things right in front of them that they could be offering as a service and they don't. And of course, this is on Sellbotics channel, so I'd love for you to come fix cell phones and tablets. It's extremely lucrative. I mean, we average $80 per repair. You do the math on that, okay? And you can do that mobile from your home. You don't even have to have a store. If you had a store, you would make way more than that. But just look around you. There are other ways to make money, okay? And set that C goal. Stop just messing around with A and B, you know? It doesn't have to be something you already know. You can learn something else. You can. Maybe there's a course and it's $3,000, okay? Save up for it, man. Start a goal, gal. Start a goal. Take an envelope like Dave Ramsey does. Take an envelope. $3,000 for a course. Write it on the envelope. Put it up on the wall. And every time you get an extra dollar, stuff it in that envelope. That's what I do. I got envelopes everywhere. I got a little cash box, got little envelopes for things that I'm saving for. Every time I get me a little bit of extra money, stuff it right into the envelope. Forget about it. It's underneath I have a little secret area where I keep it. I'm not gonna put that on YouTube, but I hide it, right? And you can do the same thing. It actually works, okay? So get out there, set your goals, write them out. The very fact that you write out your goals, you're above 90% of the country who doesn't write out anything. Write out your goals, daily script. Look up scripting, right? Scripting is something that I do and it works, okay? I might make a video about that on the Sellbotics channel, but I don't know yet. All right, check out our new MP3 boards that we have for sale. Go to sellbotics.com, shop, check us out, and please subscribe, like and subscribe, and you guys get out there and find some way to make money, okay? Bye.